closer, and all of a sudden, peepers are being mushed. And then
I had one guy. I was at a
soccer game or something. I remember just walking down to the soccer field to see because she's going to drive me home after the game. And I remember one of the coaches called you a name like, "You stupid bitch," or something like that, and I wanted to kill him. Yeah. I just felt to myself,
You know who that was? I forgot his name.
I want to
His daughter.
I mean, I never hit anybody in my life at that point, but he was like yelling at you, and I'm just
He
thinking.
didn't like my call.
I mean, it's fine, okay? I understand parents do that. That's why I calm myself down. But I was thinking to myself, I want to walk up to him and grab him by the freaking hair.
That's my mother.
You know, no, but see, if that was a year later, after I went to boot camp and stuff, I would have headbutted him to death on the field. I think I would shut up after that.
Well, you know, Jeff tried to officiate a 100-yard field by yourself without another one on the other side.
I just, when I see parents yelling, it's like...
Me was short of breath to start with. And this one guy started yakking about the call. And I walked over to him and I handed him my little clicker, that one ball, two spots, And I said, "Here, you do it. See if you can do a better job." I said, walking off the field. "Oh, no, don't, please go. I apologize. No, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, I handed him my clicker. I said, "You do it now."
Yeah,
go ahead. Yes. I forget that big mouse name.
My God, it's a man. What is it, dog? Man dog. Oh.
There's some here.
Mikey, you like Madger?
Do a muffin.
I've never had muscle in my life.
Good. We get fork and
Well, we used to go around. Where's the pickle?
We get to decide what we think it is. And I think it's amazing. I mean, and I think it's amazing. Honestly, 20 years ago, I would have believed there was an alien. I would totally believe it. Because I remember back in the day, I believed in aliens. But now, I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe there's any life anywhere else because God created this universe to blow people away and gave the gospel to earth. So, real quick, my view is God gave the gospel to earth.
Exactly, you're going to get the ice cream.
So, anything outside of that would be
The caramel one, it's good.
You leave it there pretending it's sorry.
So, as she's read it and we see it, the voices that were heard on this program were from aliens. But if you look at it, it's really from demons.
You know how to read, right?
But just check it out. But I do, as I said, I tell my friends you're a ghost hunter. I tell everybody I talk to you're a ghost hunter.
Paranormal investigator. But yeah, we call our group's called Ghost Hunters.
I know, that's what all
but, hey, that's like,
and I want to see it. I would love to go. But I'm not a non-believer because I believe it's true. It scares the shit out of me. I believe there's a ghost in this house. Okay, you believe it. I believe it. Kelly believes it. Well, I believe it. I don't believe it's a demon.
But they don't realize how easy.
I believe it's not. I don't believe it's a human. So I believe it's whatever.
Maybe like the remnants of the soul, like the negative parts of the soul.
Move.
Go.
I'll be honest with you.
Oh, I forgot the extra weight between my beer weight. I'm sorry, the beer weight is just.
But Kathy, come here for a second. I want to ask you a little more about that scenario.
Yes.
When you had that whole scenario happen,
Yes.
I want to know about that more.
I want to.
what? Remember, there's like a couple of variables. That
Oh
were
yeah, he gave me
communicating.
3 different antidotes. He's like, A, it's
Get a spoon out of that.
the girl was possessed in the like they did something.
Well, no, but your cousin, was she like cuckoo in the head?
Well,
That was the
my
first
cousin.
question. And then I heard about a black man and your cousin,
My
or a
cousin, when I
mulatto
was
kid
this
or
black
something.
guy, and that's how. I mean, but the girl was at the time.
Is this the
13
cousin
years
that I
old.
met, or is it a different one?
What cousin did you meet?
That
Joanne.
was like our age or somewhere.
Right?
Who was a year older than you?
Yeah.
You're like younger than me, like 10 years younger than me.
Rage, there you
Right,
go.
so it was trying to figure out like what the end result was. Like, did it just stop abruptly, or?
No, well, she left the house, and the black grandmother called over to my grandmother's house. Well, my grandmother's house, but over to the house and go, "What the hell's going on? There's pans flying around my kitchen." And that's how it ended.
So anyway, brings me into the basement It's kind of like when I went to Rolling Hills, we were in the long hallway and there was ambient light that was coming from the corridor. Betsy's singing in the corridor, and I went into the main room in the basement and sat down at this table that had a sewing machine. And I turned my shack hack on, which is basically a radio that...
Yeah, you showed me it.
So anyway, so I started using that. I'm getting nothing out of it, but almost right away I'm seeing a shadow person, but like 10 feet away from me, walking back, like pacing back and forth like this. I go, Betsy, got something. I did what I didn't do at Rolling Hills. I walked into it. I got up out of my seat and I walked right into it. It was like, nah, like that electromagnetic field thing going right through your body. Then I sat back down and go, you got something here. And we did a bunch of stuff in the basement, and I was really convinced that there was something there, although I got nothing on my shack hack. But back upstairs, and then there's Reverend Lorraine, this big, heavy-set woman, sitting in the front chair, and I sat down next to her, and she's like sitting there all this.
Choice for 21 years. No, I'm not.
She goes, I don't get along with the basement, Mike. So, Betsy, the owner of the place, comes out a couple minutes later, she goes, I gotta do Reiki on someone in a minute. I just feel like something is attached to me.
Yeah, Reiki.
Reiki's a Japanese thing.
No, that's totally against the Catholic.
But anyways. Anyways, she comes out and she like gets sage and she starts burning it, and it was almost like almost right away. Kathy, I'm telling a story.
I was listening.
I went from like feeling kind of miserable to feeling like I was on Valium. Like it seemed to work, and I left and I had no problem. About a week later, I went to my chiropractor, Howard Walsdorf, across the street from Seven Rays. And this is when I was coming off of all those. This is when I was coming off of all those pain medicines, and I was finally one of the first times I was able to go out drinking, and I went out that night before, had like 4 drinks, and I got a slight hangover for 4 drinks, which never happens to me, but because I haven't drinking in a while. And one of my friends, Naomi, worked in Seven Rays, and I said, oh, I'll go ahead and say hi to Naomi. Walked in the front door, and there's a woman there, right behind the desk, and she's got her face in a book like this, so she can see what was going on. Then there's the main area where they have
Mikey,
all the tables. You can sit down.
I'll step on the door.
There's all the glass tables, and I saw a person inside the glass table and 2 people outside. Didn't think anything of it. Looked at all the other staff members who were on the other side of the bookshelf in the front and all the comfy chairs, and I looked back and there was no one there. I go, I just think I saw spooks. You know, and everyone was like, oh yeah, they're all like, everyone there has seen everything going on in there. And I walk back out, and I look, and I see him again for a split second, like just out of my corner of my eye, like 3 people. And when I turn my head like this, they're gone. I was like, it's going from here to here. Like, it's like 3 people as solid as you or me, and then turn your head, gone. And I was like, I'm out of here.
I did not fart.
It wasn't me either.
Oh, do that again. Don't start this crap again.
Cooper.
So this is where it got interesting. I went home. And also I started feeling like my stomach didn't feel right, but not like indigestion, like something's in me feeling. And of course, she didn't do Reiki on me. Reiki's Japanese. It's nothing demonic about it. But anyway,
it's evil. Believe me, it's evil. I know all this shit.
Most people call them angels when they do Reiki. Anyway, everyone I know that does Reiki, they call them their angels. But
yeah, but they're not angels, they're demons. They are.
Okay, when you prove that scientifically, I'll believe it.
The Catholic
Anyway,
Church is pretty scientific when they...
Yeah, anyway.
The thing is, people don't realize how
scientific
we are.
Right, this is where my story gets interesting, and I'm telling a story that's interesting.
Well, they got the Vatican.
Let's hear the story.
And we have so many, like, we have our own scientific
Right.
little thing, and the real world doesn't like even know that, which is that's why I laugh at normal people because they have no clue.
So I didn't feel right. I went upstairs and I felt even weirder in my bedroom. And I was like, maybe I'll burn some of Betsy's sage that she had given me. The same stuff I used there. No, that's American Indian. But anyway.
It's the same difference, isn't it?
Yeah. They don't say it's demonic, but you guys are hung up on your Catholic thing. So anyway.
No, it's not a Catholic thing. It's called a religion.
Yes, belief. You're using belief.
It's the way of the life. It's
belief
the way
is.
Story.
Anyway, I grabbed one of my stones and I was like going like this on my body where I was feeling it. And I was upstairs where I was trying to smudge it out of my fucking house because something had followed me home.
Pray to Saint Michael.
Yeah.
It's the same difference.
I've done Saint Michael, but anyway.
They're named after him.
And then the other prayer I told you from the dog was remember that?
Hey, come on. Leave Catholicism for a minute. Let me tell my story.
I can't because that's my life. Like, it's
know
like
it is.
People say that to me. They're like, "Oh, well, don't bring that out." And I go, "No, that's my life." Like,
it's the
leave
way
that behind, and when you go on to the road, I'm like, no.
Here it was, a sunny afternoon, 1 o'clock. I'm in my living room, and upstairs it sounded like someone took a 16-pound bowling ball and threw it as hard as they could against the floor, and the whole house shook.
Oh.
And then it was gone.
Did
From me doing what I did. I also had smoked some Indian tobacco.
That's wonderful. So you just imagine that whole thing, basically. Because you don't even know what the fuck going on, because you just, like, smoked something.
Well, I used to go out with the natives, so I know. I know some of their theology too.
You didn't even know that happened.
Well, there's many ropes to the heavens, but anyway.
It's the truth, and that's
The point is that it went away and it was.
No.
We saw it in the theater.
The
right. And they actually
roll my eyes. Belief system versus
Anthony Hopkins on it. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
What you
when the movie came out,
visually see or do. This is what
and
being
it's
a belief does,
and based on,
I'm someone who does things based on
so it's not all
physical
true.
experience.
But it's based on like this guy was gonna leave faith, wasn't gonna, and they.
Doing something wrong. It's like, the whole time, like, guys, fuck you. I get my year of my life for you guys. And every 4 or 5 months you find something stupid for me to.
So my cousin's in law is
no,
me.
fuck you.
So
I wanna fuck you. I got home. I put there and we got
2006 study by
study, but stuff.
watching a post.
And a lot of it.
Oh come on! Come and stick your hand in the turkey's rectum.
It's a big turkey.
It's frozen in there. Wrecked him and nearly killed him.
Peter's supply was sniffing around about some help.